In the world of combat sports, youth and physical strength often seem like the ultimate advantage. However, sometimes experience and technique can completely shatter all expectations. In today's video, we will witness an incredible story of how an 86-year-old retired boxer humiliates a young and overly confident MMA fighter. The elderly man stepped into the ring wearing a striped shirt and athletic pants. He walked with a slight limp, a clear sign that his age was far beyond his prime. Meanwhile, the young fighter flashed a wide grin as if he believed this match would be an easy victory, that he could defeat the old man without breaking a sweat. But he had no idea what was about to happen to him. From the moment the duel began, the old man's technique, footwork, and stance immediately revealed his vast experience. On the other hand, the young fighter looked completely clueless, as if he didn't even know how to throw a proper punch. As a result, he was knocked down in less than a minute. Though he managed to get back on his feet, the fear on his face was undeniable. The old man continued to unleash powerful punches, while the young fighter could do nothing but retreat into the corner, desperately trying to defend himself. Next, we have an incredible Muay Thai match between a 60-year-old grandfather and a 40-year-old man. When the referee signaled the start of the fight, the situation turned out to be completely unexpected for many in the audience. The old man, with his white hair and missing teeth, displayed an aggressive fighting style that caught everyone off guard. Not only that, but his defense was incredibly strong. The younger fighter struggled to break through the old man's solid guard. The old man continuously pressured his opponent, throwing punches that were surprisingly powerful for someone his age. Meanwhile, the younger fighter underestimated his attacks, even flashing a condescending smile as if mocking the elderly warrior. After belittling his opponent, the younger man finally unleashed his full strength. He threw a series of powerful strikes, targeting the old man's vital areas without hesitation. But the grandfather's endurance and resilience were simply unbelievable. He absorbed the blows without showing any sign of pain. The old man even launched a counterattack, landing a series of heavy punches that forced the younger fighter to retreat. Then, in an astonishing display of skill, the old man executed a takedown, combining powerful strikes to the younger man's stomach and face. At one point, the grandfather was knocked down by an elbow push, but he bounced back up almost instantly, resuming the fight with even more aggression. By the fourth round, the younger fighter, who was 2 decades his opponent's junior, was visibly exhausted and out of stamina. Meanwhile, the old man remained energetic, continuing to dominate with relentless attacks. In the end, the younger fighter was defeated by a devastating knockout punch that landed squarely on his gut, sending him crashing down for good. Now, let's move on to the next intense battle. This time, we have an experienced Asian fighter facing off against a younger opponent from Africa. The Asian fighter's skills were almost too good to be true. His devastating calf kicks, intelligent stance changes, and razor-sharp instincts were simply remarkable. He successfully landed a powerful combination of punches and kicks, stunning his opponent. Despite his older age, his reflexes showed no signs of slowing down. He effortlessly dodged the young fighter's rapid attacks with precision and ease.
1 minute!
The veteran fighter then sealed the match in the most spectacular way, with a flawless two-punch combination that landed squarely on his opponent's jaw, sending him crashing to the ground, completely defeated. Up next, we have an elderly fighter who has lost most of his hair due to aging. But despite that, he still managed to defeat his opponent with an incredible chokehold. What's even more impressive is that the old man didn't need much time to subdue his much younger opponent. He initiated the attack by grabbing his opponent's right leg, lifting it into the air, and slamming him hard onto the ground. They then engaged in a ground fight, testing each other's strength. At this moment, the audience was left stunned by the old fighter's sheer power. His grip was unbelievably tight, making it nearly impossible for his opponent to move.
That's it.
Up next, we have a living legend of the art of 8 limbs from Thailand, Saenchai. In a tournament match, Saenchai faced off against Adelton Freitas, a young Muay Thai fighter from Brazil. Despite being older, Saenchai was also at a disadvantage physically. Freitas had a much larger frame, weighing about 40 pounds more than him. However, what happened inside the ring was the complete opposite of what many expected. At the start of the fight, both fighters exchanged kicks, testing each other's skills. Saenchai, being the smaller fighter, relied on his speed and agility to outmaneuver Adelton. A highlight moment came when Saenchai attempted a spinning kick. Adelton blocked it and countered with a sweeping kick, a perfectly legal move. However, Saenchai was clearly not happy about it. He shot Adelton an angry look. Realizing his opponent's displeasure, Adelton immediately bowed and apologized out of respect. This moment seemed to ignite Saenchai's momentum. From then on, he unleashed his best techniques, showcasing the elite skills that made him a legend. After being knocked down multiple times throughout the fight, Adelton eventually could no longer continue. He had no choice but to accept defeat as Saenchai emerged victorious once again. And finally, we have an elderly fighter who completely dominated a young opponent with dreadlocks. This fight started off extremely aggressive. Both fighters wasted no time and immediately went on the attack as soon as the referee signaled the start. They exchanged brutal punches, neither one willing to back down. Yup, that's exactly how this fight played out. Relentless, intense, and unforgiving. In the end, after enduring a continuous barrage of heavy blows, the younger fighter had no choice but to give up, unable to withstand the punishment any longer.